Hey Saab people, today I have some super exciting news to share with you. Yesterday night I picked up a brand new Saab cross-wheel drive, and when I say brand new, I am totally lying. It has 229,000 miles plus on it. The owner told us that there was some shuddering. It felt like the transmission was slipping in third and fourth gear. So we weren't sure if maybe the transmission was bad or if the fluid needed to be changed. So we thought it would be best to bring it up to our favorite Saab dealership, well, ex-Saab dealership on the way home, Crossway Auto Center in Barrie, Vermont. Go check them out. They hooked me up with some awesome Saab merch. They checked out the car for us with the Tech 2, and we figured out that it is not the transmission that is slipping, it is misfiring, and the rear differential for this side, the driver's side, was slipping super bad. It looks like the differential needs to be serviced quite badly. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and change all of the fluids in this car. Hopefully today. If not today, we will get to it another time. So huge shout out to Crossway. Thanks so much for all your help, and let's get started. So let's go ahead and check out the inside of this car. So right away, the first thing I noticed was the carbon fiber all over. That is completely stock for this year. And the other thing I noticed right away, the original advanced navigation system, which is so awesome. Another thing I noticed, the seats are pretty darn torn up, you guys. We're gonna have to swap these seats out. About the carbon fiber interior, sorry, I'm kind of getting all over the place. This wood panel does not match the rest of the interior, unfortunately. But fortunately for us, let's go ahead and pop the trunk. This is the original carbon fiber trim piece for that door that doesn't match quite right. It looks like they totally hacked it up. It's all broken and stuff. We'll have to adhese it in there and check the spare tire. Let's see. Okay, looks like the spare tire has some miles on it. It's pretty used up. It's missing the spinny thing right there that's supposed to hold it down, so I'll take that one out of the parts car as well. Stock airbox is in here, however there is no filter, so I will have to grab the filter out of the one in the parts car. Let's check the back of the interior before I forget. You can see what kind of shape it is. I haven't even looked yet. Okay. Definitely needs a good vacuuming and a good wipe down. There's a fair amount of dirt. That's okay. Dealt with worse. Oh, interesting. Looks like, yeah, rust water. We're definitely gonna have to swap that out. That looks like blood. So let's go ahead and see about that, because that doesn't look very healthy. Seats down, take a look. Some liquid right there. Maybe that will give us a look into what exactly was going on. You know what? This is actually kind of intriguing me, so let's go ahead and check out this right here, because it looks like there's a fair majority of whatever the f this is right there on the metal. So let's see. That doesn't really look like motor oil to me, so I'm a little concerned whether or not I should be delving deeper into this project. We might have to do a little report to the popo. I don't know how to proceed with this issue here. I can't tell if it's the black paint or if it's kind of blackish red because it's blood. Yeah, I'm sorry about this, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and pause actually and figure out what we're gonna do next here. Now, let's go ahead and look under the hood, you guys. This is gonna be pretty interesting. I haven't really gone too far yet. Okay. Right away, the first things I noticed, you guys, these hoses are not original at all. It looks like a complete, hack job. I mean, it was a quick fix. It looks like, it was definitely leaking, and there is some corrosion going on down here, probably where the coolant was hitting and then burning. And then this over here, there is a DO88 intake, but I know for a fact that this is not the original filter. So basically what I think we're gonna do is put a stock airbox on it for now. Then we're gonna go ahead and change these hoses because I have extras of both of the things I just talked about. Your hood liner right there, that is pretty darn torn up also. So what I'm gonna do is probably pull the one from the parts car in there, put it in here. The battery, we tried to start it up yesterday. They said it was a brand new battery, but it was super corroded. So we took this one out of my grandmother's 9.5 that's sitting over there that unfortunately blew its engine recently. Okay, so what I've decided to do is not delve any further into the interior. I don't really want anything to do with what's going on until I can make a decision with my dad whether to call law enforcement, or if he thinks it's just motor oil, then we'll make a decision, but I don't know. Anyway, let's go ahead and grab these hoses right here, because if I'm not mistaken, these are the original hoses, and if they are, there should be a broken tip in that one. Yep. So these are in I'd say fair shape overall, but I'm gonna leave those here. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is go ahead and get rid of this DO88 intake and fake, well, not fake, but you know, this isn't the right intake. So 8mm wrench, because that is what size this clamp is. Looks like they didn't even put this on right anyway, so go ahead, pop that sucker off. Yep, they put it on backwards. That metal piece, I'll show you. There are, this metal piece, there are supposed to be lines right here, grooves, and they put it backwards just like I did when I first did my install. Okay, even if this does break, the DO88 kit that my dad is thinking about getting is the red one, so hopefully that video isn't corrupted. Here are the grooves I was talking about, like that. They're now full of burnt silicone, which we're gonna have to strip off and install this OEM intake, because before we think about anything performance, we need to get this thing running up to par like it is supposed to be naturally. So let's go ahead and get started on that. Okay, let's go ahead and pull this out. There are two rubber grommets that hold it in. All right, this is metal, so you know I'm obviously not worried about it breaking. Basically all you have to do, this goes down, this stays up here, this goes down. This has to, man, stock boxes are so clunky. Okay, I got it. The easiest way to put the stock airbox in is this tube down here that connects. You need to pull it up as far as you can, then connect it. It slides, the tube itself slides inside the ring that this provides, like this. Then that stays in there, and you are able to then push this down and get it into those grooves. There. Okay, it requires a lot of wiggling and patience, but once you get that in there, you want the honeycomb side up. Hold on, let me see if it's still recording. Yep, honeycomb side up, airbox top, like this. Slide it in so your two latches fit in like this, and close it like a book. And at the same time, this tube, like this. Let it slide out on the top. You may need a pick or a screwdriver. This slides over in place. 4 Torx. Okay, you've got your 4 screws you need to put back in with your T25 Torx. Okay, here we go. Stock airbox is back on. Looks good. It's a little dirty, but you know, who cares? So let's do a once over of the outside. So let's start on the front. Okay, so right away I notice that light is much more hazy than that one. So I will grab a Rust-Oleum kit, get rid of that haze. They painted that black, chipping here, cracked, but it's just the paint. So, okay, got some rust over here. That's fairly common for these to start rusting there first. Looks like there's some type of adhesive right there, so we'll get some Gooby Gone for that, or some acetone. Okay, yep, and right here, I had a feeling that there would be rust on one of these, so that's the exact same side mine started rusting on. Big old dent right here. This one, which has such major curb rash, I can actually stick my finger in between the curb rash and touch the tire, which is pretty nuts. Well, let's check under. So we've taken a look on the outside, now let's look under. And wow, this is actually impressively barely rusty for a Northeast car. The only thing that is really rusted at all is this plate under the gas tank, and that's, you know, obviously really thin sheet metal and salt and whatever gets stuck in between the plastic of the gas tank and the thin sheet metal. Let's see, drive shaft. Little to no play in the drive shaft at all, that's good. Okay, this right here looks like it's getting a little bit scaly, but still totally solid. Let's check up front. Okay, looks like these fuel and brake lines are not where they need to be. These need to be turned to the right and slotted back in. I'll take care of that in the next video, which is going to be a huge maintenance video. Wow, even the subframe is really not rusty at all. This is really impressive, actually. This car has 230,000 miles on it, and it is less rust damage than mine with 150,000 on it. That's really spectacular. 1,500 bucks for this thing. That's incredible. Okay, we are letting it back down, then we'll do a strut test. No bounce. Let's see here. That good. Okay, bounce twice, that's good. Let's check this side over here. One bounce, that's impressive. And then the final test will be back here. Okay, that one's the worst of them all. It's bouncing about 2.5 times, but still, that's really good. So if it bounces more than 3 times, your struts are starting to go bad and you're gonna have to replace them. I'm not sure how much maintenance was even done in this car, but for 230,000 miles, it seems to be in actually quite decent shape, other than, you know, some minor dings and dents on the body. That's gonna be all for today, guys, but real quick, I need to hit at least 1,000 subscribers or more by the end of the year. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to sell my 1974 Saab Sonnet, which I've had since I was 12 years old, and I've been doing little by little trying to repair it. It's really something I'm gonna have to sell to be able to go to college. So please, please hit that subscribe button. I can't give this thing up. I do not want to, but it's ultimately what I'm gonna have to do if I can't make enough money. So I can't keep doing this for free. Hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and please tell me down in the comments what you want to see more of on this car, what kind of upgrades you want to see happen. This is really my dad's car, and he's, you know, kind of into the tuning thing, so we're thinking about G088, V-tuner, all options that we have in mind. Let me know down below in the comments. That's all for today. See you next time.